Last week I gave you a little peek of the Eastlake hardware that was in our pantry, and this week I wanted to show you the restoration process and how it's going. These are all items that are pretty much fresh from the crock pot. What I did was I threw all the hardware into the crock pot with a squirt of dish soap, turned it on high, and left it in there for 3 to 4 hours. This is not a crock pot I use for food anymore. It's just strictly for this purpose. Might be able to find one at a thrift shop if you're looking for one. And it makes the paint just peel right off without any need for a chemical stripper of any kind. I could just take a nice little wire brush and that'll just come right off. I just wanted to show you what it looks like, kind of part on and part off. However, when everything came out of the crock pot, I wasn't very happy because it all looked like this. There was some sort of coat of wax that was on there prior, and that's all off, but it definitely caused some oxidation on the hardware, and that sort of worried me. I had planned to use navel jelly. This is navel jelly. It's a rust dissolver. It also works on pitting. And so I gave it a shot. I decided to try it. The directions say that it's only for use on ferrous metals. Ferrous metals are metals that contain iron. And one of the easiest ways you can tell if they contain iron is, I have this little magnet. If it sticks, there's iron. If it doesn't, it's probably brass. So this is not ferrous, and therefore I will not be using any navel jelly on that at all. But I did discover that if I buffed it a little bit with a Scotch-Brite, and I'm going to try a little bit of steel wool, it gets much nicer. It takes all of that black off. That's that oxidation that's on. So you can see the difference between those two. So I wasn't really sure what was going to happen. I didn't see any visible rust, but definitely all this oxidation. So I just wanted to try one handle first. And I had one that looked a lot like this. This is a window hasp, and just black and yuck. Definitely not something I want to put back on the cabinets. And so I brushed on the navel jelly, and now beautifully it looks just like this. This was after 2 applications. I may do one more just to try to get the last little bit of that black out of the handle, but I was worried that the black that I saw was the cast iron coming through. Maybe the plating was gone, but fortunately it was just the pitting and the oxidation of the metal. So the navel jelly bottle says I need to protect this within 24 hours. So my next step will be to put a little furniture wax on it, and then I will buff it a little bit and put them back on the cabinets.